okay at the jail?
Yes, ma'am.
Good afternoon, everybody. You are here today for first appearance. The purpose of this hearing is to inform you of the charges against you and determine whether there is probable cause for your arrest. Probable cause only means that it's more likely than not that you committed the crime in which you've been arrested. As you appear before me today, you're considered not guilty of what you've been charged with. That status will remain with you through each stage of these proceedings up until changed by the state attorney's office if they prove the case against you beyond and to the exclusion of every reasonable doubt. In all likelihood, you are arrested on a warrant or a new charge. Either way, you will give it a bond pursuant to the bond schedule for the 5th Judicial Circuit. I will determine whether to keep that bond the same, increase it, decrease it, or whether there are any other conditions of release that will be imposed upon you. I will also determine today whether you'd like to represent yourself, whether you'll be hiring a private attorney, or whether you would like the assistance of the Public Defender's Office. You're entitled to have a lawyer represent you at each stage of these proceedings. If you cannot afford one, I will appoint the Public Defender's Office for you today. You're also entitled to make a phone call to let friends, family, or your counsel know who you are. If you haven't had the opportunity to make that phone call, please let me know. Make sure you get that phone call today. Finally, and most importantly, you have the right to remain silent, and I encourage you to do so. These hearings are recorded, and there is an assistant state attorney in this court writing down everything that you say. So anything you say about the facts of your case can and will be held against you in the prosecution of your case down the road. At this time, I'd like everyone to raise your right hand so I can place you under oath. Solemnly swear or affirm the testimony before the court will be the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth. All right, put your hands down as I call your name. Please come forward. Geraldine Campanelle.
Here, right here. Okay.
Can I have your date of birth?
February 1947.
Okay, you are here today for a domestic battery charge. I found probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the Public Defender's Office to represent you?
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
Do you want the Public Defender's Office to represent you? Do you want me to give you a lawyer?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
I'll appoint the Public Defender's Office. See?
No prior record.
Ma'am, I have an address for you on Lagorst Ave in Spring Hill. Is that where you live?
Yes.
How long have you lived there?
10 years.
Okay, do you have a job?
No.
Okay. I need to order that you have no contact with Donna Lenio. Don't have any contact with her whatsoever. Do not call, do not write, do not email. You need to stay at least 500 feet away from Donna's residence or wherever she works, goes to school, and also stay 500 feet away from her vehicle. I need to hold you until 4 o'clock today in case she wants to file any civil paperwork against you. After that, you can bond out for $100, and we'll see you back to court on September 18th at 9 o'clock, okay?
Okay.
Thank you. Elizabeth Mouse. Can I have your date of birth?
1/28/81.
Okay, you were here today for a child abuse charge. I found probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the Public Defender's Office to represent you?
Yes.
I'll appoint the Public Defender's Office. State.
No prior record, Your Honor.
Ma'am, I have an address here on Godfrey Ave in Spring Hill. Is that where you live?
Yes.
How long have you lived there?
Year and a half.
Do you have a job?
I'm staying for one.
Okay. All right. I need to order for the time being you to have not have any contact with the victim in this case, whose initials are TM. Don't have any contact whatsoever. Do not call, write, or email. I need to hold you until 4 o'clock today, so that we are going to know where to find you if there's any civil paperwork that needs to be served upon you before that time. After that time, you can bond out for $100, and we'll see you back in court on September 25th at 8:30 a.m., okay?
Thank you. Oh, yeah.
Judge, did you set a bond on Campanella, the First Lady?
Yes, I did.
What was it?
Timothy Brennan. Can I have your date of birth?
11/2/1988.
Okay, you are here today for a violation of probation. It's based on a warrant signed by Judge Hitzman on August 21st. Probation is recommending 120 days in order to resolve this violation of probation. Is that something you'd like to take care of today?
Yes.
Okay. Do you understand that by admitting that you violated your probation, you're giving up right to have a hearing?
Yes.
You You understand you're giving up the right to confront your witnesses against you, to provide witnesses on your behalf, and you're giving up the right to have the state prove that you violated your probation. Do you want to give up all of those rights in order to take care of this case today?
No, ma'am.
Okay, well, didn't believe
Do you want me to appoint the public defender to represent you?
Yes.
I'll appoint the public defender's office. I'll keep you held no bond. I'll see you back to court September 18th at 9 o'clock, okay?
Thank you.
Timothy Brown. Can I have your date of birth?
2/12/70.
Okay, you were here today for a violation of probation. It's based on a warrant signed by Judge Toner on August 20th. I found probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the public defender's office to represent you?
Public defender.
I'll appoint the public defender's office. We're going to hold you no bond until we get you back in front of Judge Toner, and that will be on September 25th at 8:30 in the morning, okay?
Yeah.
Thank you. Julio Cassiano. Can I have your date of birth?
1/24/79.
Okay, you are here today for domestic battery. I found probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the public defender's office to represent you?
Yes, please.
I'll appoint the public defender's office, state.
No prior record, Your
I
Honor.
have an address for you on Bowery Street in Spring Hill. Is that where you live?
Yes, ma'am.
How long have you lived there?
A year and a half.
Okay. Do you
I'm
have
sorry, a year. A year, 1 year.
Okay. Do you have a job?
Yes.
What kind of work do you do?
I'm a branch manager.
Okay. All right. I need to order that you have no contact with the victim in this case. Do not call, do not write, do not email, do not go within 500 feet of the victim's residence, place of employment, school, or vehicle. There's no social media, text messaging, or anything like that with the victim. Do you understand that?
Yes,
I
ma'am.
need to hold you until 4 o'clock today in case there's any civil paperwork that needs to be delivered to you. And after that point, you can bond out for $100, and we'll see you back to court on September 18th, okay? 9 a.m.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Kenneth Fred.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Can I have your date of birth?
6/12/83.
Okay. You are here today for a trespass. I found probable cause for your arrest. Is there any offer to take care of this today?
I would do 10 days, Your Honor.
Do you want to try to take care of this case today, or do you think you're going to be able to bond out?
I don't think I can bond out, no, Your Honor.
Okay. If you want to take care of this today, the state is offering 10 days jail. We'll give you credit for the 2 days that you already have in, so that'll leave you 8 days left. Do you want to take care of it today?
No, Your Honor. I was under the impression that the trespass had been dropped because the homeowner gave me permission to be there, the property owner.
Okay, because this is at a church, right?
Excuse me?
Is this the one at the church? Yeah, this is.
No.
Oh no, this is Debbie Menard.
Definitely, yeah.
No, the trespass has not been dropped, and she still does not want you back at the property, okay? All right, so we'll go ahead and keep the bond the same. You're not to return at 10400 Blank Street in Wikiwachi, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
See you back to court September 18th at 9 o'clock.
Did you appoint us, Judge?
Not this time. We'll look at it at arraignment. Ricky Hicks. Can I have your date of birth?
12/20/59.
You're here today for a violation of probation. It's based on a warrant signed by Judge Toner on August 20th. I found probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the public defender's office to represent you?
Yes.
Appoint the public defender's office. We're going to keep you held no bond until you come back to court on September 25th at 8:30 in the morning, okay?
Okay.
Christopher Knight.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Good afternoon. You were here today for driving a suspended driver's license. It looks like they charged you with a felony. I only find probable cause for the misdemeanor. It's based on financials only. Do you want the public defender's office to represent you?
Yes, ma'am.
Appoint the public defender's office, other than his driving record?
Your Honor, yes. And if the court would bear with me, there's several different states. Georgia, we've got several charges that don't have a disposition from 1996, driving on a suspended license, 1996, theft by taking, 1995, central battery,
9-1.
I apologize, it was only that one state, plus then Florida. He has a failure to appear in 2017, a violation of probation. You've got the 2016 DWSR, 2016 violation of probation for a felony, 2014 failure to appear, 2011 possession of marijuana, 2008 possession of marijuana. Possession of marijuana, forgery of a traffic citation, criminal use of personal identification, 2007 violation of probation, 2006 failure to appear, 2005 possession of marijuana, 2004 failure to appear in violation of probation, 2003 obtaining merchandise or money with a false receipt, 2003 failure to return leased property, 2002 theft, grand theft, 2001 failure to appear, 2001 failure to appear on a driving charge, and that's all I have.
Okay. Sir, I have an address here on Southern Charm Circle. Is that where you live?
No.
Where do you live?
I moved, 1375 Pirate Lane.
What's the name of the road?
That's Pirate. Like Pirate Lane.
Alright, where's
That's
that?
how I missed my notice about my license
Okay,
suspended, so I
okay.
had
Where is that? Spring Hill, Brooksville?
Spring.
Alright. And how long have you lived there?
About a year and a half now.
Okay, do you have a job?
Yes, ma'am. I'm starting to look at K-Town Electric.
Alright. Alright, I'm going to set your bond at $500. We'll see you back to court September 25th at 8:30. Zane Lott. Can I have your date of birth?
11072.
Okay. You are here tonight for assault on law enforcement officers, domestic battery, and resisting officer without violence. I found probable cause for your arrest on all 6 charges. Do you want the public defender's office to represent you?
Yeah, sure.
I'll point to public defender's office. State.
Your Honor, this is another one with multiple states. 2004 failure to appear out of Louisiana. 2003 failure to appear. 2003 failure to appear. 1991 flight from an officer. 1990 burglary.
Anything like in the past 10 years?
Yes. Sorry, that was just from the. I just go backwards. So. He also does have some charges at another state. Those are older. Or there's 2003 from Ohio. 2017 battery, second offense, failure to appear. These are all in Florida. 2017 battery, second offense. 2015 driving on a suspended license. 2013 making a false report. 2011 petty theft, possession of burglary tools, and possession of marijuana. 2011 possession of paraphernalia. 2000 obstruction without violence. 1998 grand theft, second degree, possession of marijuana, possession of paraphernalia. Looks like there's 2 counts of that. There's burglary of a structure, 2 counts of the grand theft, second degree. Possession and burglary. There was also a 97 trespass.
Okay, sir, I have an address here on Lost Horse Lane in Brooksville. Is that where you live?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, how long have you lived there?
15, some years, something like that.
Okay. Do you have a job?
Ma'am,
Do you have a job?
I'm disabled.
All right, I'm going to set your bonds at $1,000 each. We'll see you back to court September 25th at 8:30 in the morning, okay?
Okay,
Thank you. Carlos Diaz? Oh, you know what? Zane Lotheg, Zane back? Okay, Mr. Lott back real quick. Mr. Lott, I need to order that you have no contact with Melissa, okay? Don't have any contact with her whatsoever. Do not call, do not write, do not go within 500 feet of her residence, employment, school, or vehicle, and do not have any electronic contact with her whatsoever. And I do need to advise you that we're going to hold you today until 4 o'clock in case she wants to file any civil paperwork against you, okay?
Okay.
Thank you. Carlos? What's your date of birth?
5/16/1982.
You are here today for disorderly intoxication. This is the one at the church, I believe. I found probable cause for your arrest. Does he have much of a record? Is there any way we can clear this up today?
We can clear it up today. I would do a time served. He has some misdemeanors out of New York from several years ago.
Okay. Do you want to take care of this case today, Carlos?
Yes.
All right. We're not going to have any more problems at the church?
No more.
Okay. All right. Do you understand that by taking a plea on this case today that you're giving up your right to go to trial?
Yes.
Giving up right to confront witnesses against you, call witnesses on your own behalf, and you're giving up right to have the state prove the case against you. Do you want to give up all of those rights in order to take care of this case today?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. With regard to this disorderly intoxication, how do you plead? Complete no contest. If you plead no contest,
Yes.
that means you just can't contest the evidence against you. You want to plead no contest?
No contest.
All right, very good. I'll accept your plea of no contest. I find it's freely and voluntarily entered. Adjudicate you guilty, sentence you to 2 days in jail, give you credit for the 2 days that you have in. You will have fines and court costs assessed against you. You can make payment arrangements for that in the clerk of court downstairs at the courthouse here in room 136. And you also have to pay $50 for each day you had in jail, okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you, sir. Nicholas Soretta.
Good afternoon.
Have your date of birth?
April 30th, 1991.
Okay, you are here today for a domestic battery. I found probable cause for your arrest, and it's also based on a warrant signed by Judge Barbie on August 21st. Do you want the Public Defender's Office to represent you?
Yes, ma'am.
Please, Public Defender's Office, please.
Your Honor, he has a lengthy history. He was just released from DOC in January this year. He had spent 10 months in. That was on a grand theft of a motor vehicle. He failed to appear in 2018. 2017, he violated conditional release. And the grand theft of a motor vehicle was from 2017. He's got batteries that were second or subsequent that were dropped. My memory is it's against the same victim. 2015, he was released from DOC after serving 10 months. 2014, burglary of a conveyance. 2014, fraudulent use of identification information, fraudulent use of a credit card. 2014, felon in possession of a firearm or ammunition. 2013, violation of domestic violence injunction. 2012, battery second offense. Robbery by sudden snatching. Aggravated assault. 2011, failure to appear. 2011, violation of probation. Obstruction without violence. 2011, battery. 2010, violation of probation. 2010, another violation of probation. 2010, violation of injunction. 2009, 2010, somewhere around there, obtaining property for worthless check. Looks like that was 2010, actually. In 2009 was possession of alprazolam. I believe prior to that, it's juvenile stuff.
Okay. Mrs. Soretta, I have an address for you on Shakarick Road in Brookstone.
No, ma'am. I'm in Spring Hill.
Okay, what's the address?
2620 Parker Road.
How long have you lived there?
Roughly a year and a half.
All right, you were arrested at this Chicarak Road address in Brooksville, right?
No, it was right down the road.
Okay. Do you have a job?
I just, I'm trying to get a job. I just trying to get my foot in the door. Almost, yeah, kind of. If I can bond out soon, maybe.
All right, I'm going to order that you have no contact with Carrie Links, okay? Don't have any contact with her whatsoever. Do not call, do not write, do not email, do not go within 500 feet of her residence, place of employment, school, or vehicle. Do not have any social media or technological contact with her whatsoever. Do not have any third-party contact with her whatsoever. We need to hold you until 4 o'clock today in case she wants to file any civil paperwork against you. I'm going to set your bond at $10,000. I'm going to see you back to court September 18th at 9 o'clock.
Okay, thank you.
And I think Brian Shepard bonded.
That was the information I had.
Okay. All right.